The Transitional Justice Bill, which is designed to redress the legacy of human rights abuses, finally passed its third reading last night at the legislature.
Besides paving a path to seek justice for human rights abuses, the legislation will facilitate the removal of symbols of Taiwan's authoritarian rule from public places, such as Taipei's Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. But street names that contain Chiang Kai-shek's name will be spared for now.
转型正义条例草案修正通过。
With a strike of his gavel, Legislative Yuan President Su Jia-chyuan announces the Transitional Justice Bill has passed its third reading. It's a piece of legislation over which the ruling and opposition parties have fought tooth and nail.
The KMT party, as the successor of the perpetrator, goes on and on denouncing this bill without any remorse and still calling us political oppressors? According to this bill, you can conduct an investigation simply when somebody has been implicated in a supposed injustice from the martial law period. This isn't just overstepping the bounds of executive authority, it's overstepping the bounds of judicial authority.
Now that the bill has passed, the Cabinet will form a committee to handle the tasks of declassifying political documents, removing authoritarian symbols, and redressing injustices committed during Taiwan's authoritarian era.
With this legislation, we'll be able to do things that we couldn't do before and do so with a legal basis and bring about true transitional justice.
Part of the new law stipulates that all public symbols, icons and signs that promote the remembrance of authoritarian figures ought to be removed, changed or otherwise disposed of. Taipei's Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall is a place that immediately comes to mind.
The Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall is a case in point. It can be turned into a museum for Taipei's citizens or a park. It should not continue to be a symbolic venue for the glorification of the authoritarian era. This should be a top priority.
With the passage of the Transitional Justice Bill, Taiwan is on its way to righting the wrongs of recent decades. Lawmakers say the process of removing authoritarian symbols will begin with historic sites and statues. As for changing the names of streets and institutions, since they have a greater impact on people's everyday lives, they'll take a back seat for the time being.